So, hello, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dawid Prokopowicz, and I'm here together with Jarosław Pałka, who will be our next presenter during our TWF meetup, which will be held on next Monday. So, it will be 25th of March at 6 p.m. So, we would like to invite you already for this webinar. And hello, Jarek. I'm happy to
Hello.
welcome you. I'm happy that you will be next presenter in our meetup. Maybe I would like to ask you if you could tell something about yourself to share with our viewers.
Okay. So this will be long story short. I'm Jarek. I live in Kraków, Poland, and I'm in industry for like 20 something years. I stopped counting after 18. And yeah, I'm I'm mostly connected to like the Java JVM world for the most of my career. And I was doing different things, like being a chief architect and software developer. But I ended up 5 years ago in my dream job. At the moment, I'm the benchmarking engineer, performance benchmarking engineer in Neo4j. So yeah, performance testing and performance in general is my like 24/7 work at the moment. So yeah, that's the long story short.
And as well, performance tests will be the topic of your presentation.
Yeah, as you can see, I'm obsessed with it.
Well, I can see it is good obsession. But maybe can you tell us a little bit more about the topic of the presentation? What problems or solutions you will be discussing there?
Yeah, I think the reason I did this presentation is, when I talk at conferences with people, they are always surprised, like, okay, performance test, what is it? Why I need it? Why it's so important? We have now endless scalability thanks to cloud and Kubernetes. So why bother us with performance test? So this is, I would say, like intermediate level presentation. So you need to know something about programming. You don't have to know anything about a performance test. And this is kind of like Mythbusters for performance tests, because this is so niche area, I think, from my experience. But there is a lot of myths and misunderstanding how to like read performance test results, how to design your performance test, what is important. Like I'm like bashing the thing that the performance tests are not about numbers, because people
Mhm.
think like the performance test is about throughput or latency. It's not. Uh, it's about different things. So I will try to do some myth busting. Actually, I have 7 myths that I try to
Okay.
explain, and it's general around things to avoid when you start your journey with performance tests. And even if you don't write performance tests, but you interpret results of the performance tests, for example, you are looking at database performance and you make a decision: is it the database for me, for my product, or I should search for something else? I think I have some surprises for you during the presentation.
All right, sounds interesting. And to be honest, Mythbusters was one of my favorite programs, so I'm looking forward to it. And you mentioned as well that you are meeting people which are surprised with this topic, and you wrote as well in your description that not really all of us heard anything about performance testing. So maybe do you have any sources that you could recommend for us to, just have a look before your presentation to have a better understanding of those tests? Maybe you have, I don't know, some channel, book, or some author.
Yeah, I have a. The problem is that there is not a lot of books around it, and some books are like focusing on specific, languages or runtimes. But there are few people I stalk and follow, which talk a lot about performance. I think the biggest figure now in the performance world is Brendan Gerk.
Mhm.
He worked in Netflix, and he was optimizing Netflix infrastructure. So that's the reason we can watch Netflix, thanks to this guy. And he wrote a couple of books. One is, I think, like Foundation for Everything When You Start, is Systems Performance book, which is like a really nice start in the performance world. And the Brendan Gregg website is still like up to date. He's still publishing stuff and doing a lot of research around. He's not only talking about performance, but he's doing a lot of research around the tools. And of course, people like Martin Thompson, he's more like closer to Java world, but from my experience, the performance problems are the same. That's like, no matter how, in which environment you are solving problems differently if you are in Java and C#, but the techniques to find performance problems, to do analysis and so on are very similar. So Martin Thompson, I think, is another guy. Gil Tenne, he is CTO of Azul. They are doing like high performance virtual machines. He's also like the person I really admire. So yeah, Martin Thompson, Brendan Gregg, Gil Tenne. It's really, I think, that the three people. But it's good to start from.
All right, I will do some research as well. All right, thank you, Jarek. I think I don't have any more questions. I'm looking forward to your presentation. Just to remind everyone, it will be on this Monday, so 25th of March at 6 p.m. And looking forward to it. We will see you there.
See you
Thank
on
you.
Monday.
Bye-bye.